What's going on YouTube? JT's Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about Teen Titans issue number 14. The Return of Kid Flash, Part 2, The Fast and the Furious. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine that crossover, DC Comics and the Fast and the Furious franchise? It'd be kind of fun. But this one was written by Benjamin Percy. Still the same creative crew that's been on for most of Percy's run. But the issue, so if you remember the last issue, which I posted these pretty much back-to-back so you could check that out. But basically the last issue, Onomatopoeia was there. He had some explosives, put him in a truck. Emiko drove it off into the ocean. Damian meets her for the first time. The team's trying to get Kid Flash back. And this fusion bomb was going off, and it was going to set up a massive tidal wave, and they got to try to find some way to save the people and stop all this stuff. But so yes, they come to find there was a break. So this issue opens up with Damian and Emiko Queen. Again, I really like their dynamic here. This is what it should have been in the Glass and Thompson Teen Titans run. The fact that it was completely forgotten about, she's not written that way, is a real big disappointment, because I like the way she's written here. I think Percy does a really good job capturing her character, and he did a really great job showcasing their dynamic. So it was kind of fun. It's just like, you have Damian, you know what it kind of reminds me of? I don't know if anyone's seen Dexter's Lab, but remember when Mandark first shows up and Dexter is like the big smart genius, and then like as soon as he's trying to answer something, Mandark kind of quickly answers something? It kind of reminds me a little bit of that a bit, because these are two people who are just like, hey, I have a break in here. He's like, I already got you covered. And he's just like, somebody kind of outmatching Damian at kind of his own game. And it is fun. It is fun to watch that. But anyway, so Star City is there. All these people are at risk of being destroyed and all that. So Emiko feels guilty about it. He's just like, look, I did the impulsive thing, setting it off there. It wasn't smart of me to do. She's like, okay, where's your Titans friends? So then Damian calls them up. They're like, hey, Damian's calling us up. That doesn't sound like him, so this must be really serious. They all agree to go help. And again, the art style is really good here. I especially love the way they draw water. I love it. It's just bright. It's colorful. It's really good. Goliath, I love. Man, I miss Goliath too. So then the Titans show up. Raven, Beast Boy, Starfire, Aqualad, and they're all showcasing their various abilities, working in unison to stop this massive tidal wave, which, you know, the hands of a fusion bomb. Aqualad acting as an anchor, Raven using displacement spells, Starfire doing her thing, and then all of a sudden Kid Flash comes in for the very first time, like, we gotta run, we gotta hurry, do this thing. Kid Flash, but what? Sup, Rob, who's your girlfriend? I'm not his girlfriend. Don't you mean your girlfriend, Wallace? Because you two are kind of a thing in the current things. You know, I've kind of noticed something funny with Wallace. Wallace seems to steal Damian's would-be girlfriends when you think about it, because in the DCMU, him and Raven were a really popular, like, ship, and who ends up with Raven in this run? Wallace. And then you have the Glass run, which is in response, which it comes right after this one. Again, it's still the same, technically the same book, same series. The initial thing was supposed to be Damian and Emiko, but you know who ended up with Emiko? Wallace. So every time Damian has a would-be girlfriend, Wallace is going to show up just to steal him. And that's my theory. It's just something I happen to notice. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but there you go. It just seems to happen there. So anyways, Wallace does this thing, running back and forth across they're all working simultaneously. And is Jackson really that? I don't know if this is the art style, but Jackson's like head right here is gigantic, or if this is just a stylized shot. Yeah, it's definitely a stylized shot, but like, just look at it. It looks like a Mecha Zord Aqualad Goliath combination. Like, his head is massive compared to everyone else's. So I don't know, it just must be the art style, but it still looks cool. But I just kind of noticed that. But anyway, so they all work together, which is great. I love seeing them work together to save the day. Red Arrow, brace for impact in 3, 2, 1. Robin, Goliath licks him, which is kind of funny. Stupid bat. So the wave was dispersed. It's like, oh, I guess your friends don't hate you after all. And again, playing off each other very well. Boom, they all kick ass. Emiko's on the phone with Green Arrow, just like, hey, what's going on? We got everything under control. He's like, who's we? Onomatopoeia doesn't give a damn about mass destruction. He's a serial killer who targets non-powered superheroes like me, like you, I mean. Oh no, look out. So Onomatopoeia is there. I guess he's saying Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. I think this is, again, I forget who, was it Kevin Smith who created Onomatopoeia? I can't quite recall. But anyway, so he's over there. He's shooting machine guns and everybody's like, everybody formation, all that other stuff. Beast Boy gets into a turtle shell. Emiko's like, all right, Titans, get out of here. This is my business. Teen Titans don't run from anything. She gets shot kind of in the shoulder. Damian gets concerned, like, I'm fine. He snaps, which is really funny, turns into fucking Wolverine. He's like, Robin, no, he'll kill you. Not if I kill him first. Again, I thought that was kind of funny and kind of adorable. So then Kid Flash shows up. He's like, Robin's girlfriend got shot. Now he's going full Tasmanian devil. Damian's got a girlfriend. He hasn't even hit puberty yet. Again, Beast Boy feels on point. So Damian's snapping. Kid Flash's like, how did you do this all without me? So then he helps him up. And then they get to Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is like completely outgunned. I believe the sound you're looking for is Gulp. And the two of them stop him. Too bad we didn't get like a scene of them both simultaneously punching him or something. So Onomatopoeia gets arrested. And Kid Flash is like, oh, hey, look who just saved you. That was me. Blah, 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 blah. Damian is like, if you're looking for an apology, don't bother. Because he doesn't apologize. He almost never does. But in a way, he does apologize. Because he apologized without actually saying it, because he just can't do it. Like, certain people are like that, where like it's like they want to say it, but they just really struggle with that part, because then that means admitting that they were wrong. But he kind of does admit that he's wrong here, and again, I like this. So basically, he gives them information. Kid Flash comes in with a flash drive showcasing all the information of Deathstroke and all this stuff, and he goes to leave, but Damian stops him. I fired you because you made a terrible decision. You got almost got us all killed. You need to do better, and so do I. We all need to be better together. Then you have the reunion handshake, and that's that. Then we get to the next moment here. Emiko shows up, and he's like, wait, what about my invitation? You could have joined. And then she kisses him on the cheek, which I think this is the first time anybody's kissed Damian in anything. I don't know. He's still young. Turns out Teen Titans are pretty okay after all, but I'm still way too cool to join. And Damian's blushing. He's all flustered. He's like, I'm in love. I met my soulmate, or whatever it is. And again, the issue kind of ends when you invite her to homecoming. Beast Boy's making some jokes, like, and Starfire's pinching his cheek. I don't know. It's just kind of like fun, innocent stuff. Something we were really missing in the current stuff. Alfred's like, so you're going to tell him that you're back yet? Master Tim, soon, Alfred, very soon. In the Super Sons of Tomorrow crossover, which begins next time in Superman number 37. So, yes, that was Teen Titans issue number 14. And, again, my only problem with the story arc, it's way too short. Like, it was good. It was very fun, but, like, I just wish we had more time with it. I wanted more time with this dynamic. And, again, I'm going back and rereading this Rebirth Teen Titans run is making me really kind of appreciating what I had without like realizing like what I had back then. I really like the dynamic between Red Arrow and Robin in this thing. This is what I wanted so badly from the Glass and Thompson Teen Titans run. If they would have kept it just like this, would have been pitch perfect. But no, they had to just completely do all that other nonsense with the characters. Like, I didn't feel like I was reading. So seeing this, and if you're somebody who's followed my other videos who's not quite as familiar with Red Arrow, Emiko Queen's character, this is how she should be written. Like, this is the character that I was a fan of, which when you read the Glass and Thompson run, she's like, it's not her at all. It's like a completely different, stone cold, like, without the fun or the spark or any of that. It's all gone, and that's really unfortunate that we couldn't get that version of her, like, on with this team. So again, I just really wish she would have joined the team. We could have had some more fun dynamics with her interacting with the other Titans, and just seeing how that all kind of played off of each other. It would have been fun. But for what we got, I'm glad that we at least had these two issues. Again, I really wish she would have joined the team. At least this team here, I think it would have been fun. They really could have utilized an Archer. But for what I got, I did enjoy it. Only issue is it's a little bit too short. Like, again, those two issues, it's just a breeze just to kind of power through them. Like, it's like nothing passes. Like, shit, it's already over. You know you're enjoying something when you don't even realize how fast you finish through it. So, if that makes sense. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, so I like this thing. At least there's a follow through with the character arcs when Percy was writing, so I at least appreciated that, whereas like in the current stuff, there really wasn't a complete follow-through. It's just like, it just kept resetting some of the same arcs, and at the end of the day, there was no completion of certain arcs. And this one, it's like, okay, we fell, we worked out our differences, now we're good to go, and I really just wish we had, and again, it doesn't need to take like 800 like plus issues to get to that point. The things move along a lot faster. And even then, like, there's still a question of, like, whereas in the current thing, it's just like, oh, are we still a team or are we not a team? Like, my God, you had, like, 20-something issues and you still don't know. This thing, like, they're moving at a much faster pace. They got the friendship. They work way better as a unit. It's just so much better. So much better than what we got now. But anyways, enough about talking that. What are your thoughts on Teen Titans issue 14? I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this arc, and I kind of wish we would have had more of it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Be sure to come back next time as we begin the 5-part, that's right, I said 5-part story arc, Super Sons of Tomorrow, which begins in Superman 37, and then it goes into Super Sons, which Super Sons is my favorite comic, pretty much of all time. I love that series to death. It was so good. And then we move on to Teen Titans, that issue. And then after that, there's like a solo Starfire issue. And then we have like a 3-part story arc in the Teen Titans book, which is basically it for Benjamin Percy's Teen Titans. I think it ends at, what is this? Next one's 15, 16. So it ends at about issue 19, unfortunately. And then they lead into Justice League No Justice, which, you know what, at this point, I'm going to talk about that as well. And then we will talk about the Teen Titans special, which began the Glass kind of Thompson run. And then we should be all caught up and done in time for the final issue that drops, you know, in a week, less than 2 weeks. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on this. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like this video. Share it. Yada, yada, yada. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace.